right? And that is not in the interest of our people. When you do that, that's corruption. You can't have a budget and you have line in the budget because you want to achieve something. That is wrong. So with the issue of the budget, when you see people floating around for budget and committee, there are people I know, they leave from one concession to concession writing letters. The same people. The same people that placing money, flashing money all around here, 15K. The same group of guys were in vehicle when Honorable Collins, Luther Collins, went for his part of share in order to create the fights. The same people. There were no different. Listen to people saying that the document is false. How would the document be false when you see police signature? Go and compare it with signature, other signature in the house. Compare it with bills. Compare it with resolution signature. You see all of them signature. But what I'm saying, it's not too late. There is an integrity issue. And it may turn on them. If they took the 50,000, be a good citizen. Take the 15K back to them and tell them we stand in the interest of the Liberian people and not our own our personal interest.
One of the counts about from the resolution signed by those lawmakers is conflicts of interest from the speaker, serving consultancy role for various public and private concession areas. What you have to talk about that, because that's one of the things he said. It's conflict of interest.
That's complete nonsense. The speaker served as deputy speaker, and you had Chimba. So who was the head of the concession committee? Who was the head of the concession committee?
The 54 we had Clarence, Clarence massacre
and other guys. So it tells you that there were a Kohu, not the speaker. It is the head of the concession committee who accept any negotiation. So if the present government had issue with the speaker, but now serving a consultancy, there should have been proof. So when you talk, we consider it to be allegation until you come up with facts.
Are you saying this?
Show it to the Liberian people.
Are you saying this?
Show it to us.
The speaker is not a provide consultancy.
Consultancy is one thing. If you have a law firm and you are not with the law firm, you distance yourself from the law firm. The law firm can still go through its operation. You cannot stop the law firm. It's legal. So our thing is, whether the law firm is there, whether Koffa is still with the law firm. When Koffa is with the law firm, I will not support Koffa. But what we are saying is that there were people today we are aware of that were part of the concession committee and supported this agenda. Koffa served as the deputy speaker. What's the role of the deputy speaker in the house? It's not amplified as the speaker. So Koffa had no major role. I would say there were people, and they are the same people who are supporting today, Kole and the rest of the other guys, Formula, to carry on this coup.
Do you think they can succeed?
It's a failed coup. Because you know why? No one wants to go into public ridicule. No one want to have issue with their constituents. My brother, when I agreed to what they told me, the 15K, when I posted and said that there is no room for negotiation for 15K, I was being applauded by the people of my district. No room for corruption. No room when I said that.
There's the clarity that the audience would like to seek. They have been hello since the signature gathering, and after reading the resolution, we had 47 assigned for the removal of the speaker. And then since yesterday evening up to today, people are saying with the 47 signature, with those withdrawing their signature, no matter the withdraw or withdrew, then they still stand so long the signature is being placed on the docket. How true is that? Because others are saying it happened in the Taros time, There were 37 that had a signature, and they used the signature against the speaker, without them voting in session to have the speaker be removed. Can the signature be very significant?
So the issue of time, it wasn't aligned to bribery. It wasn't aligned to corruption. But we are talking about corruption today. Even Broker will not accept corruption because it has been one of his words. There will be no business as usual. Business except in return is corruption. There will be no taking a public form. That's the nomenclature of it. So what we are saying, this one is tied to corruption, hardcore corruption.
That means
when we have proof, it's not legitimate. What makes it legitimate if police can come, right? Wash up for Tuesday. If the speaker called for session and we produce 37 in session,
that's correct.
It shows that the speaker remains the speaker.
That means that the speaker had the number already.
The number already. So the game here, the tactic that we play, the tactic is a money tactic. My brother, imagine, tell like this. Someone call you and tell you, say, I gave you 15,000 after war, 10,000 when everything is successful.
That's
25,000. Who will want to refuse 25,000?
Someone can.
Doing a project.
Can the speaker?
Who will want to refuse? You say someone can. If someone can, we now have 47.
But there are others, 73.
If someone can, we now have 47.
There are 73.
So 73 lawmakers, the good one, people that believe in integrity, say no to that.
And
say no to that. People that needed the money, and was still hustling around integrity. So the money to make sure that they come back to Koffa. And remember, we have people already in the account. So those that signed in the account, most of them were nothing. Whosoever.
Where do you think this money is coming from? Are there some big names that you want to call?
What big name? I will not even blame you in the party. I will not even call any name. I will bring Torgbean Farah. He's my own brother. I will tell him that. Where do you think the money come from? The money came from the bank? So we need to do the investigation. What is from Farah? What is from you in the party? There should be an investigation.
Are you sensing your Northern Central Alliance to have the vice president, the president from the SAR, and the speaker, and being a part of the Unity Party? This is something people have been sensing, that they want to have a Central Northern Alliance and a Unity Party speaker. Many have, said that you can have an opposition speaker working for an imposition government. It makes it work hard for the executive. What do you have to say about that?
So it's just up to the Liberian people. There is one thing we talk about: check and balance. No one branch should have that absolute control. So to have an opposition speaker create check and balance. To have a party-related speaker, it's a flow for corruption. And for us, we are saying no to that because I'm from the opposition flag. I'm for ALP. I'm saying no to that. Any mistake to have a unity partisan serving as the speaker, it's not good for Liberia at all.
Have you had, if my colleague comes in, have you had any direct conversation with the speaker since the entire hula baloo of removing him, especially the riot, the chaos that occurred yesterday at Capitol Building? Do you have direct conversation with the speaker?
But let me make it clear. For me, it's not about the speaker. I need no direct conversation with the speaker. The thing here is about our democracy. As lawmakers, we should stand for our democracy. It shouldn't be played with. You cannot sell your right as a lawmaker, member of the House. You cannot do that. For a little of nothing. How much is the 50K? How much work will you do in your district? You cannot do that. So the issue of Koffa is his thing. Although he's our speaker and we support him. But the issue here is the issue of bribery. Killing the dignity of the House. Those that were involved, it's not too late to tell the Liberian people that I'm sorry.
Do you think that a couple of your guys who are from the other side who signed for the 15,000.
Yeah.
Like some of them have started now to decline from the process. Just thinking if next 1 or 2 days, the couples of weekend, there will be more names.
So let me see this. People were called. And when you look at the entire document, look at 32, 33, and 34. Look at the penmanship, the writing. You have similar curve in penmanship. It tells you that one person did 3 different signings. I could call you on the phone and you tell me, say, remember I'm a friend, but just bring the 15K, sign for me. It happens. I want people to do investigation. The paper is there. The original copy. Are there any of them to produce original copy to the library people? We have the original copy. We dare them to produce it.
The Koffa blog have.
The Koffa blog have the original copy. And we are saying to this, because of audit, I'm asking all those that were involved into this. It's not about just the house. The international community is watching. There will be a session very soon.
For those guys.
For those, yeah. There will be a session very, very soon.
What could be the cause of the session?
Bribery. What evidence you need? You saw the video for Luther Collins.
It's the first time in Liberia.
As a journalist, get to the spot. Do your own investigation. I have done my investigation. It is proven true.
It is more of greed to interest.
True. Greed. Hardcore greed. Greed want to retain their seat for 2029. Greed to hold lucrative committee. That's greed, right? Some people want to be on Ways and Means. You have other people that want to be on Rule and Order. You have other people that say, I want to be with Lens Mind Energy. What do you know about Lens Mind Energy?
You will labor. Do you think someone want to take it from your committee on labor?
Look at those arguments, right? Mm-hmm. People say resolution and they say RO. And the one that want to be the head for Ways and Means. It makes sense?
Do you think, were you bribed to vote for Speaker Koffa to the position?
Bribed to vote who?
Speaker Koffa.
Let me tell you something. If I want to be a speaker, I will be a speaker. Let me tell you that people today. If I want to be a speaker, I will be a speaker.
It comes with a lot.
I got my money.
So
I got money.
Is that money that makes you?
They bought them with money. What you thinking about it with money? Wow. They were bought with money. What you thinking about it with money?
Were they bought to vote for
Koffa? Receive money. I can get Koffa money for Koffa vote me. I'm telling you that. Did
Koffa receive money to vote? Did Koffa receive money to vote Koffa?
The money.
Did he receive money? Did he receive money to vote Koffa?
To vote who Koffa?
Koffa.
Fonati Koffa.
Yeah.
I voted Koffa because of his intellectual ability. He's one person that understands the intricacies of public policy. I'm a public policy student. I did my master in public policy. So I look for my kind. It has been my hope that my kind will take the seat of the speakership and govern.
You were others being paid to vote for Koffa.
There was no one being paid to vote for Koffa. There was no one being paid. If anyone being out there, you to bring one proof. There was no one being paid. We were being asked to join the party during the campaign. They called us. And we said, no, we stood our ground. 50,000, we stood the ground. 20,000, we stood the ground. They came for 20. Until the last day, 50, we stood the ground.
We are talking about
because I believe in the interest of the Liberian people. I have been on radio telling the Liberian people, say, it's about time we change the narrative of the house. We started with War Crackle. We have gone through a lot. And today we're discussing the issue. We did the alteration. I was on radio telling the Liberian people, say, the government altered the budget. We talk about the 60 million, right? Offspring of the budget. So where you think all the money going? You think it's for the interest of the Liberian people? I was there again with the 285 FK machine. What I told them, you don't need 285 FK machine. They said, oh, it will work. They went with the 112. They gave money, $21 million. Where is the road today? Where is the road? They are all money up. You cannot use mop to face road. You cannot use drive to face road. You use rack to face road. How can you use the rack? Buy enough rack culture. Crush racks. Supply it. Usually on the road, then the money. The 285 FP machine, they told you $80 million. I told you, say no. I get my contact from the same factory in China. It's not $80 million. The highest, the maximum amount is $28 million with the FOB charges. Why would you fool our people to exploit them and take more money? We joined this thing. We were doing business. We joined this thing because we want Bwaka to succeed. I'm from Lofa County. Bwaka should understand what we're saying. We are in the interest of Bwaka. People now today, they call themselves the Rescue Alliance, the Rescue Caucus at the level of the house. They don't take anything for anyone because they feel they get the backing from the president, the Rescue Caucus. The Rescue Caucus today, even if I'm not a lawmaker, I resign today. The Rescue Caucus will destroy the party. It's about Liberia. It's not about caucus.
They ordered about the House of Representatives that the Speaker have accepted, for which is alleged that most of the guys are planning to remove it. It's been implicated that the Vice President former Speaker Nunkwe, they all part of it, Tomofana. That's your Prince Myean. That's why they want to protect.
I mean, that's the reason we say we need to audit the house.
You're sounding a little bit more discouraged. Are you discouraged in setting?
I'm discouraged. I'm discouraged because the house itself should be people-centered. The house itself should be in the interest of the Liberian people.
If you were to point out those individuals, you are.
We talk about $638 million budget. What's the impact at JFK? What's the impact at Redemption? What's the impact at the government, the public school, the government schools? There's no impact. Get to the school now. In my district, the government school, there is no laboratory science lab. Then we talk about our children filling the WAS exam. What sense is that?
We've had the House from now to the first half or before the second half of 2025.
As Speaker Koffa will remain as Speaker, I can assure you that with the evidences and with what's happening now, members are getting the real story. It was all about procedure. Now it's not about procedure. It's about the removal of the speaker. Are
you ready also to dish out another similar $15,000 to $25,000 to each lawmaker?
To who? For what?
To retain
what?
To Speaker Koffa.
No. Speaker Koffa is already the speaker. Rest assured, Tuesday, Speaker Koffa is the speaker.
What do you think could be the paramount focus of the House of Representatives instead of all the removing speaker, rescue, alliance, and Koffa's block? What should be the paramount focus of the House?
Paramount focus should be the interest of the Liberian people. How best we can all work together to change the life of our people. To put smile on the faces of the single mothers. To put smile on the faces of people that live in our various constituents. Not to look at our own pocket. Not to run after money, government money. To make ourselves rich. Check most of them today. They are all rich boys. And we have people who are suffering, teachers, doctors who cannot take pay. You dishing out money. Up to now, we hit the 13. After the 15, people should be paid. Some people have not received their benefit, but yet they still dishing out money. We want to know who dished the money out. Whether it's the Unity Party government, whether it's someone for CDC. If it is someone for CDC, we need to have a thorough, comprehensive audit to find out where the money is coming from.
If Speaker Koffa is retained, those individuals who are on lucrative committee and that's created that block or that plot against the speaker, you think they should retain that committee? Committee?
Let me tell you something about our Speaker Koffa. He's people-centered. He would never do that. He would never take people out of the committee. The one is, he's a unifier. He's one that unifies people. So I can assure you, Koffa will still work along with them.
Are they going to be trusted to be worked with?
when we're looking at those that were play on, the mind that were play on, people can still work with them. The mind, those that use the mind, those that play on the mind, they need to be penalized through our justice system.
On Mulbah, you kept saying those that were play on. We have who are men and women.
You have
who are lawmakers of the
when we say those that were play on, let me get you the correction. When we say those that were play on, they were people who received false information and said that there was an issue with rule and order. Many people have an issue. So people wanted many people out. So people took people to other people. Remember now.
So they support that.
Remember, not everyone in the house will vote very well.
Right.
There are people who represent their people because there are people believe in them, not for education. But they were play on to say, look, this is medical. Can you sign? And they signed.
Do you think Marcus Thomas was also played on?
Marcus Thomas is a lawyer. He's an intelligent man. He know a reason why.
He affixed his signature to the resolution.
I can't get you. Marcus Thomas told me that he did not. But I saw the signature. And I told you, Marco Thomas is around 32, 33, 34. There is an issue with the penmanship. We need to investigate the penmanship there.
If everyone will be complaining about their signature were forged, that means it's going to cause problem.
The forgery of the signature is not the issue. The issue is the collection of the money. When you collect money, that bribery.
That means you accept.
That means you are, sorry to say, you are very corrupt. So it tells us that, it tells the constituent that any discussion that will come in the interest of the Liberian people, when there is a brown envelope, you will collect it. That's the notion. That's the public perception out there. That people believe that you cannot be independent. You rely on something to make decisions, which is wrong.
There are leaked chats from the House of Representative official chat room. I don't want to consider official because there are chats on the social media that is from the chat room of the House of Representatives.
Yeah,
Can you confirm that those chats were from the chat room?
I haven't listened to any of it.
One of the chats where Marvin Cole said people receive 15,000 instead of 45. So who lost? And there was some confrontation between Johnson S. and Williams and Ellen Atore that the speaker should have bought him a vehicle, but the speaker didn't, which prompted his signature for the resolution.
Yeah, the speaker is a lovely guy, and people see the speaker to be the richest man in Liberia. So because of the mindset, everybody wants something from the speaker. So if I get to the speaker and say, look, I want something from you, like was Anthony Williams or the other Williams?
Yeah, Johnson S. Williams.
Johnson S. Williams, right? He wanted the old car for the speaker. The speaker gave him the car, right? He came back to the speaker and said, look, you need to service the car. I need this amount. The speaker gave him 500. He said, no, speaker, the money I want to fix the car is above 500, it's 2,500, right? So he turned against the speaker. Nathaniel Bowie, he went to the speaker. He said, oh, speaker, you must, speaker, I'm with you. You will live in power for law. Speaker, I need this car, right? The speaker, fought by all means, he tried to satisfy every one of his members. And the guys are not from the speaker block.
And you think it is a
but they are all from Maryland, they are all from the southeastern block.
It is a responsibility of the speaker. And one of the chat also talk about, I don't want to break his
If I was a speaker, I wouldn't do that. Your problem is not my problem.
Generosity matters to the speaker. That's what it is.
We should be discussing public policy issues, right? We should be discussing laws that govern the states. We should be sitting down there and be giving you money because you want upon a time or you wish to support me. I care less about your support. I'm the speaker now. Right? It's the interest of the Liberian people. When you want to discuss things, discuss the Liberian people issue.
There are some of the lawmakers who have their signature affixed there. Do you think it's just a personal issue with the speaker or is on policy-driven issues that is signed that resolution?
You see this country? What tears us apart? It's not just about our own house. What tears us apart is envy and jealousy. If I'm not there, this person that is there from my county or from my region will not succeed. That's the politics. Likewise, our national politics. When unity party is there, CDC should not survive. When CDC is there, unity party should not survive. That's craziness.
What can be done to curtail all of these things?
What can be done to curtail this? Is to tell the Liberian people, vote a new party. You vote CDC 2029, there will still be issue. You vote the party, there will still be issue. To harmonize the issue, we found someone new and vote them.
Do you believe that?
But they are all recycled politicians going to different political parties who have been in the CDC before and been in the party. What difference would that bring?
But I will tell you, there are other political parties that are very strong, and I see it's just about the work that you do. When you cannot work, the next one will come and take over. So whosoever take over, our common goal should be the interest of the Liberian people.
Do you believe that the speaker has some procedural errors?
Procedural errors, by what means?
On the alteration of the budget, there were no, people suspected and identified.
Alter the budget. He will also have the country. So who altered the budget? That's the fact. The speaker will also have the country.
But the deputy chief clerk admitted sending communication to
the deputy chief clerk denied. The deputy chief clerk should be the one. He should be in jail by now.
Why think he's not in jail? That boils down to the speaker.
Because there is big hand. You listen to the Senate. The Senate said the finance, right, which is on the executive. That's what the Senate told you. Have the executive come up with anything? No. So the issue here is the elite that alter the budget. Who's the elite? The big boss that control the budgets.
What's about the elite and not elite? What's more about the elite?
My brother, there were people from the 54 who play with the budget. There were people from the 50 who play with the budget. They understand the intricacies of the budget, right? They got money. To leave this budget is very difficult for them. They want to continue getting rich, to enrich themselves. So no one wants to leave the budget, right? They talk about Jeremiah Cone. They spoke of Anukwe, the land of Amoy, right? There were so many guys that control the budget. And they feel they should be the main arm of the budget. And we are saying no to that. Government need to come and audit, and you will get to know the real story.
Tuesday is another day. What we hope to see.
Tuesday is the victory day.
For who?
The day before was the day for us. We engaged. Tuesday is the victory day. Fonati Koffa will be here. We're going to walk to the chamber with the full number, telling the Liberian people everything is all right, and we all shall work in the interest of the Liberian people.
Are you engaging the other block members to see how best they can come over?
You saw that. You've been seeing it on the social media. Everybody they can wait for what they did, right? So no one want to be here by the American government. The sanction is coming. We want to be part of sanction. No one want to be part of sanction. I'm serious, real. The sanction is coming. 23 members.
Just lastly, before we take leave of you on Sumo Mulbah, with all this elite of budget playing or temporary, you are now a member of the 55th National Legislature.
Yeah, you are.
This is one of the legislature that people have seen to be very, very unique in proposing issues of national discourse. What can be done in this 55th to avoid feature elite on budget, temporary, and other stuff like that? And what's your message to your constituents relative to this entire saga? Because most of the people know that you sign or you didn't sign.
So the House needs to be open to an annual audit every year by an independent body, not a member of the House auditing the House, by an independent body. So one thing to close a bucket line, to shut up the entire rigmarole of the House, he can come on and say, look, as of this year, we will continue auditing the House. Then it leaves what happened in the past. But for me, if I were blocker, I care less about how people feel about me. That's the decision of the Liberian people. Audit the House. Those that are guilty of corruption, they should be penalized. They should be penalized. But yet, still, we wait to see. And we hope things will be fine on Tuesday.
You didn't sign.
Pardon?
You didn't sign.
Sign what?
For the removal of the speaker.
I'm not corrupt like them. And I will not sign a corrupt paper. Thank you.
Thank you.
Very much.